Hi, and welcome to my video. And let's check on my wallet. So this week I will be cash stuffing $628. And let's see what we did. Okay, so last week we did not go physically to the grocery store. I ordered. So I actually have some money remaining. I'm gonna keep in here because shortchanging the grocery budget this week a little bit. So I still have left 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. So I have $27 remaining. And laundry. Laundry still has some money in there as well, which is amazing. I have 20, 25, 26, 27, 20, 29, which is great. Spending, I have $15 remaining. I had a little bit more, but bought a couple of things, ice cream and treats, things like that. Transportation, I have 100, 120, 125, 26, 27, 28. So 128. Okay. Coffee, I have 15. Yeah, that's it. So it's a little bit dark, darker than my usual videos. Because I'm not filming on Saturday morning like I normally would. I am filming Friday night. So the sun is setting and the sun rises like from that way. Basically, we don't have the beautiful sunset view, but we get the sunrise. Um, yeah, so I decided to do that because it's supposed to rain all weekend, and the only window of opportunity to actually go grocery shopping is tomorrow morning. So I have to be ready for that. Okay, so let's begin. $200 is going into groceries, and that will make it 100, 200, to 10, to 15, to 20, to 25, 26, 27. $227. Okay. Laundry is actually going to be getting 35. I did that in 2010, and I did end up getting 5 singles. Now I could have done less, but I just didn't want to like mess everything up because I'm like, oh, I could put an extra $5 into gifts or vacation or something like my daughter's birthday and whatever. But I'm like, it's I'll get to it. It was just kind of at the end of everything. I'm like, it's too late to change things, so whatever. Okay, so now laundry has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. $64. That's great. Spending is actually getting a 20, so now it has 35. Okay, transportation is going to be getting 8. Okay, so now I have 100, 120, 125, 130, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 136, which is great, great, great. And coffee is only getting 5. 10, 15, 20. Now, last weekend, I bought tickets to go see the zoo. Haven't been there in forever, missed all the animals. It was great. But when we showed up and I'm like showing my tickets on my phone, and they're like, oh, well, it's actually for tomorrow. And I'm like, darn. What am I going to do? So I bought tickets that day and I'm like, oh my gosh, give me strength to go tomorrow. But we didn't end up going. It was too much. I would have loved to go if we didn't have other things that we needed to do, you know? Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's not even that late. I should not be yawning. Maybe I'll have a coffee later. But yeah, Oh, random thought in my head. I saw um was this like random post um where a lady was taking like us, the viewer, through her little store, and it was like a bookstore, and there's like an apartment upstairs. So if you own the building, you can have a store downstairs and have a business and live upstairs. And I'm like, that sounds really cool. Like, if you're thinking about it, like, isn't that a great idea? Like, shouldn't more places be like that? I know older buildings have that. And I know newer buildings have that too. I get it, commercial space and whatnot. But this is like a standalone with its own apartment and um yeah. You ever do that deep dive into that kind of stuff and like, oh my gosh, I have to Google this place. And yeah, it's sweet. Like you could film a movie there. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, so I think that's it. That was kind of quick for my wallet. All right, that's that. Let's begin with this one. Emergencies is going to be getting a 5. It has 500 in the bank, so now I have 6, 7, 720, 730, 735, $740 technically. Okay, health is going to be getting 5. So now we have 20, 40, 50, 65. Finley is getting a 5. Oops. So now we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. School stuff is getting a 5 as well. So now we have 25, $26. Household is getting a 5, making this 10. Debt is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 2, 3, 350, 370, 390, 395, 401. Awesome sauce. I wonder if you guys can hear the birds chirping. You hear them? That's sweet. There's a nest of, well, last year we had a nest. My neighbor had a nest under their AC, and it was fun to watch because it's right across from us. And for spring, so these mourning doves had their babies there, and we watched them grow. We watched them hatch. We watched them grow, and it was very fast. Um, and then they flew away and lived their life. This year, our downstairs neighbor, we kept hearing them trying to build a nest, and they were looking for a good spot, and they chose the downstairs, kind of like a little corner. Um, what do you call them? Pigeons. So we hear them brooding and whatever. And I took a peek out, and they like notoriously bad at building nests, like one twig, two twigs, and the egg is like there. I didn't see any eggs yet. They were just like brooding. I should check again. But my sweet boy, kitty cat, is insane. He hears them. He can't chill. He cannot chill. He is watching them from his like cat tree post. He is stealthy as stealth can be. If a pigeon lands on our AC, he's like on it and he like scares them. He's vicious. Yeah. Yeah. Family fun is getting a 10. Now we have 20, 30, 1. To be my long-term pet care emergency fund is getting 5. So now we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, 670, 695. 695. Gotta keep going. Hunter, sweet boy. It's getting a 5. So now we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, 285, $291. Mom is getting a 10. So now we have 100, 200, 350, 370, 380, $390 in here. Okay. Billy's education, 10. So now we have 200 in the bank. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 100, 2, 3, 4, 10. 1,410. Gifts. This one is actually getting $30. And I did that because I got 2 major birthdays coming up. My mom, my cousin. Yeah. I gotta double check on that too. Not their birthdays. I know their birthdays. I'm just saying if there's anyone else that I'm just like not remembering right now. Anyway, so gifts now has 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. So it's a good start. They're in June, but you know how that goes. Lincoln, it's like Christmas. Vacation. This one is getting 25. So now we have 50, 75, $75 in vacation already. I have to start building this back up because, okay, our vacation is not your typical vacation. It is, for me, it's taking like 2 days off. That's a vacation for me. I'll take like a Friday and a Monday. That way I'm off 4 days. So, and short trip, weekend getaway, whatever you want to call it, but I'm calling it a vacation. We are planning to go somewhere. I'm not sure about the when, but definitely during the summer because school's out or it will be out. Then got to make those memories. There's a few places that I would really like to visit, and I think hubby and I are on the same page with that. We all just had such a wonderful time in Salem, Massachusetts, and it would be fun to see it full blast because when we were there, it was just like right before their season like opens up, begins. I bet it's really fun and exciting and plenty of stuff to do in the summertime, warmer time. But I'm also a fan of like chilly weather, not brutal heat. Anyway, strays getting a 5. This makes it 10. I bought my mom's cat Charlie's litter, so I pulled from here already. Games is getting 5, so now we have 20, 45. That's it for this one. Now, mix them up. Here we go. Personal binder. This one will be books. This one will be getting a 5. Should add more. Did I tell you my sadness? Our local library has closed for renovations, and it came on suddenly. We didn't get much of a warning. It was just like randomly, like I heard someone talk about it. I'm like, what? And then I looked it up, and yeah, it is closing, renovations. Now, guess how long these renovations are? How long would you think that it was pretty decent? Like sure, it could be fixed up sometimes. I'm sure. But otherwise, it was a pretty solid building with no major issues. In fact, I would say it was pretty cool. Like, there's no disrepair that I could tell. There was a leak. Maybe about a year ago, I saw a leak during like heavy rain. That could have been a separate issue that could have been taken care of, but definitely not a 2-year closure. 2 year. I think that's out of whack. There's no way that anything can be done. Like, they cannot expand. They cannot like raise the building and build a new one. That's a solid building. It's like fairly new. It's not going to go anywhere. And this fact that it's going to be 2 years is wild. Like, we went there every weekend. There were times where we went 2 to 3 times a week because it's so close. It's a great spot to just chill and relax and read and gets your child into reading, and it's peaceful. And yeah, it was like a little oasis. And especially like on the days where it was like really hot in the summer. I mean, I had this whole thing planned, like we were gonna do our summer reading. um, but yeah, and the alternatives are way too far. It's definitely not as close. And the one that's closest to us that I was like, okay, we'll make the trip out there, is closed for the whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And that is like, if your child goes to school Monday to Friday and their only days off are Saturday and Sunday, why would you not have a library open for those days? Don't you want children to be educated? No, I don't know. Thank you for listening to me. I'm just upset over it. So now Books has $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19. And now I'm looking at my floors and ceilings and seeing my imagination is building like bookshelves. Budgeting is getting 5. So now we have 50, 60, 75. Beauty is also getting 5. Yeah, it is getting a 5. And now it has 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 185, 86, 87, 88, 89. So 189. Close. This one is getting a 10. So now I have 10, 20, 30. Education is getting a 5. So now I have 100, 200, 350, 355, 60, 65, 70. So 370. That's awesome sauce. Personal is getting a 5. So now we have 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, $68 in personal. Savings, 5. So now we have 100, 200, 205, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214, 215. That's cool. Investments is also getting a 5. So now we have 100, 120, 140, 160, 185, 90. So 190. Investments. Month ahead, I still have that 100 in the bank, and I think I'm just going to leave it there. Whatever happens to it happens. So, and I'm not even counting it in my tracker as of yet. I wrote minus 100 in the bank. I'm okay with that. This time it's getting a 5. I just need it there as a cushion. So now I have 100, 120, 140, 160, 165, 170, 171. So that's that. Home, future dwelling is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 200, 3, 350, 360, 375, $375. So that's it for the personal binder. Now moving on to the holidays. So this week I really tried to budget every single envelope. Like, I tried to make that work. And yeah. Fairy is getting a 5. So now we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. $10 away from being done. Date night, it's 5, so now it's 50, 105. Father's Day is getting 10. So now we have 100, 120, 130, 140, 150. Okay. 4th of July is getting 3. So now we have 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3. Back to school is getting a 5. So I have 105. Ellie's birthday. This one is getting 20. So now I have 100, 120, 140, 150. Okay, Halloween is getting 3. So now we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, Thanksgiving. I believe Thanksgiving is getting 2. So now we have 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And Thanksgiving. Christmas is getting 25. So 25. So now Christmas has 100, 2, 3, 350, 370, 390, 10, 30, 50, 475, $475, which is awesome. New Year's. This one is getting 2. So now we have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Valentine's Day is getting 2. So now we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then New Year's getting 2. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hubby's birthday is getting a 5. So now we have 10, 15, 20. Okay, Easter is getting a 5. That's all it has for now, and I will be taking it out, putting it back in the bank because I still owe from Easter. Mother's Day, same kind of story. I'm putting in a 10, so I actually have 20, 40, 50, and that is to pay for the gift that I got my mom, and I'm paying it off in installments, so I should probably put that in a bank so they can just take it out. Coming up soon. I have to check the dates. Okay, so that's it for now, other than the savings challenges. So now I have the Disney, my $5 challenge. I had to replace, I had one of these like zippy ones, and it can hold a lot without it like falling out, breaking. It was good quality, lasted forever. Except the little tab popped off, and then it was like, it popped off, but it was sealed. And I couldn't get it open. It was really, really tight. And I did it once, but then I just couldn't do it again. And I'm like, I'm giving up. I'll just use these guys. So this is my $5 challenge, and that's what I'm putting into it. And I am coloring in one Mickey head. Okay. Next up is my emergency fund / $10 challenge, which is what I'm putting into here. And I will be coloring in one little money bag. My power up challenge, one of my 2. I rolled 3 times and it's a total of 7, which is here. And I'll just put it like that. My Save 300 challenge, this is getting a 7. So I'm putting in 5, 6, 7. I could have done this whole thing better, but whatever. And I'm going to color in the last 7. So next week I will be tackling the 9. And I have a whole row of 9s before I reach my 10s, and hopefully that'll be short-lived. So now I have my little heart jar. I am putting in $8 into this. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see if I can put it in. So I have to take it out. There we go. Now I get to color in 4 of these guys, which is great. Now I have my summer challenge. This one is also getting 8. Okay. So here I get to color in, let me do a 5. Let me do a 2, making it a 7. And I'll do the seashell for $1, making it 8. That's pretty cool. Okay, now I have my starfish summer challenge. This one is also getting 8. So I have $8 in here as well. There we go. Now I can color in. Let me do this one. It's going to be my 5. Okay, then I get to color in this 2, making it 7. And then I get to color in my little 1. Let me do this one. So that makes it 8. Okay. Next up is my second power up challenge. This one already came predetermined. I'm always frightened because I'm scared that I'll roll on that and then I have to pull that money out of my somewhere. But fortunately it's only $7 this week, so that's amazing. So that will go here. And that's it for this. Now I have $5, $6 remaining, and this is going into my 100 envelope challenge. So I have my 6, I'm folding it, and I'm just sliding it in here. Okay, and that's that. I have plenty of doable amounts here. Like this whole thing is open for business. So, and I just have like a bunch of star notes in here because they were just sitting. I'm like, I'm not spending them. They might as well just sit here. So yeah, not all of them, but this one is, most of them. So that concludes my video, and thank you so much for watching. And it was actually pretty nice and chill to film on a Friday. Yeah, have a great week. Bye.